Hello, doctor. How are you?
Hello, sir. Fine. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good, doctor. So it is good to know that CellHealth Clinic is coming to Dubai. So we wanted to know a bit more about what is CellHealth Clinic. Can you explain a bit more about what is CellHealth and what is it different from other clinic?
Yes. First of all, such a sudden entry you have given. I am in formals. I'm not like dressed up like you. And Cell Health, in fact, is not coming now. It is here since last 1.5 years.
Hmm.
But as you know, the Dubai government rules, the permissions all took about a year, more than a year. I think since last 2 months only, we are into seeing patients.
Mhm.
Now, how is it different? Is what you asked me. It's not different. The concept itself, what we do in cell health, is self-explanatory. We are naming it, the clinic name itself is cell health because the body is made up of 35 to 50 trillion cells.
Wow.
And every cell has a designated job. Designated by whom? It's your belief system, God or nature, whatever it is. So it's such a beautiful mechanism. But of course, it has been designed for a particular BMR. Maybe you are 70 kg weight. This is what is required. It has been done, and you are overload with another 50 kgs. Body can't take that load. The design, the mechanism doesn't suit for 120 kgs. If it is
Mhm.
made for 70 kgs only. But ultimately, every cell has a designated job. Some becomes liver, some become nose, some become teeth, some become skin, some become heart, lungs, blood. Everything is cells only.
Mhm.
And 90% of the cells last for maximum 90 days. New cells keep coming. While we are talking, 1 crore cells might have died and 1 crore cells might be coming.
Mhm.
When a new cell generation comes, when certain cells doesn't do their designated job properly and work on reverse, malfunction of cell is the reason for any infection.
Mhm.
So at cellular level, malfunctioning cells should not be there. We have to ensure they don't malfunction.
Mhm.
Once they start doing that malfunction, how to program their cell, programmed apoptosis, we say in science,
Mhm.
programmed cell death, how to do that. So everything is evolving around cells only.
Mhm.
That is the reason we named the clinic name here and in India also as Cell Health Clinic.
Mhm.
As long as you ensure your cells are healthy, you are healthy.
Nice, nice. That's great to know, doctor. So this is something like not very frequently known word, like as a cell health. So that is one of the reason why I was very much particular about asking what is that cell health clinic all about. Okay, so doctor, can you also explain like what are all the treatments involved in this, and what are all treatments that can get benefited through this clinic?
Nice question. There are maybe you can name about 1,000 diseases. If
Okay.
immediately extempo, if I ask you to tell me what are the number of diseases, you may maximum come to about 100 or 1,000 diseases. But if you see the books, then you can come out with 10,000 diseases.
Mm-hmm.
But Cell Health Clinic belongs to that fraternity which
Mm-hmm.
believes there is only one disease. As I told you, cell malfunction. Cell malfunction is the reason for any ailment in the body. Wherever cell is malfunctioning, you give a name to it. If kidney cells are malfunctioning, you will say kidney problem or renal problem. There's a liver cells are malfunctioning, you give them liver cirrhosis or fatty liver. So many names you give. Like similarly, there's any problem with your skin, you call it psoriasis or allergy or eczema. Similarly, different organs, cells are malfunctioning, and we have to address the cell malfunction. And there are only two causes for cell malfunction: toxicity and deficiency.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Too much of toxins you eat from your food you're eating.
Mm-hmm.
Let me not say junk. Mostly it is junk only we eat, and required vitamins, minerals, enzymes, and bioavailable nutrients required by the body are not going in.
Mm-hmm.
So deficiency of vitamins, minerals, enzymes, and nutrients, and overdose of toxicity
Mm-hmm.
is the reason for cell malfunctioning.
Okay.
So we have to do that repair by balancing the deficiency and detoxing the body. How to do that? Through proper diet and dietary supplements. We don't give any medicines in this clinic, in our clinics. We believe, as a common man, for you to understand, that's not science basically. It's a one battlefield. Our body is a battlefield. Healthy cells and malfunctioning cells. We should ensure the healthy cells should win by giving the immunity required to the healthy cells. And we should ensure the malfunctioning cells loses. For that, we try and reduce the immunity of the malfunctioning cells.
Wow, interesting.
And within a period of 90 days or 100 days, the immunity will be falling down and they will die. New generation cells will be infection-free cells. Is the basic
wow, that's great to know. So,
belief what we follow in CellHealth clinics.
So interesting that you relate that to is a war thing.
Yeah,
So it's
just for you to understand.
Yeah, makes sense. So maybe we can take one more example. Maybe consider as a diabetic patient. So what is for a diabetic patient? What are all things can be done for them? Apart from the diets, what else can be done?
If anybody is diabetic in this world, which of course now every house has at least one across the globe. One diabetic patient. You have to use that medicine or either metformin or insulin lifelong is what the present science says. And in the process, you'll get to so many side effects like kidney problem, gangrene, heart problem, cholesterol problem. All side effects will be there and no cure. You're only controlling the symptoms by using the medication. But what is diabetes? You eat the food you eat. Body will convert it into glucose and sends it into the bloodstream. The liver will process and send it to the bloodstream. And glucose is the energy source for all the cells in glucose metabolism. So for that glucose to go from the blood to the cells by opening the receptors on the door of the cell, you need a transporter. So pancreas will create a hormone called insulin. Which we call it as a mother fat. It is created only for transporting the glucose from the blood to the cells. That is the only transporter who has the access to the receptor, to the door of the cell. So this insulin will carry the glucose into the cells. Trillions of cells are now full with glucose. Still glucose is left in the blood. Then insulin will direct liver to convert it into triglycerides fat and store it in the adipose tissues. Let us call it fat bags in the body. Once the fat bags, the adipose tissues are also full with glucose, cells are full with glucose, still glucose is left in the blood, insulin doesn't know what to do. That is called as type 2 diabetes. So at that time, why do you need to send insulin from outside? Already insulin is there. It doesn't know what to do. Insulin resistance is started because cells are not opening their doors even to the insulin also because that is full with insulin. But you still give insulin from outside and also give glucose from outside. As it is, there is a lot of glucose in the blood and all the cells and tissues are full with blood and glucose. You still eat glucose and send insulin. That is something, it can never be cured lifelong. Here, our concept is, for that period of 90 to 100 days, we will not feed glucose. Say, for example, there are 90 crore cells in the body. Just for example, I'm telling. 1 crore die first day. We give fat. Glucose is not there. 1 crore new cells will come. But they are fed by fat only. Next day, 1 more crore will die.
90 days.
90 crores die, and after 90th day, entire 90 crores
new cells are
with
formed
fat
with
only,
using
without
fat.
glucose.
Okay.
That's how you're out of diabetes, because it is utilizing the fat in the adipose tissues, it is utilizing the glucose in the cell and then converting it to energy, and after 90 days there is no glucose. And you can start giving glucose from outside and have a rational lifestyle. You will never get diabetic again.
That is very interesting to know. In this market, particularly, there are a lot of diabetic patients. So it would be even for school kids or
Yeah.
people who are adult, teenage girls or teenage boys. They are also in having this sort of issues. So I think this would be very helpful for the young age people as well. Thank you so much for
Now,
sharing that.
here there's another point, sir. The kids getting diabetes,
Mhm.
the chances of that is not type 2, that is type 1 diabetes.
Okay.
There is a difference between type 2 and type 1.
Okay.
Most of the kids, generally what they have is type 1 diabetes,
Mhm.
for which lifelong they have to go with insulin only, because there the pancreas is almost dead,
Mhm.
and pancreas is not able to create insulin.
Mhm.
So that is a situation totally different from type 2 and diabetes.
Okay.
The insulin is not being generated,
Mhm.
and so how to carry the glucose from the blood to the cells and the tissues.
Mhm.
So we have to give insulin from outside,
Okay. Okay.
for which in the world till now nobody has invented a method of treatment
Hmm.
for type 2 also, as well as for type 1 also. But here in our cell health clinics, we address type 1 kids also, and 70% result is guaranteed even in type 1 diabetes. But what about the remaining 30%? Yeah, people may claim that even that can be reversed, but I don't claim, because that is called as diabetic ketoacidosis, DK. That means body will, it starts converting fat into energy, and body
Mhm.
will be in a acidic state. And if you eat sugar, it will be the taste will be sour.
Mhm.
If you eat something sour, the taste will be sweet. Something like that kind of situation is there.
Mhm.
Unless they come out of it, even cell health clinic can't do anything about it.
Mhm.
But remaining 70%, which world is not able to address, we can address in type 1 diabetes. Children also, of course.
Mhm.
A few adults also will get, but 90% type 1 diabetes is in the kids only.
Oh, okay. Okay. Good. Thanks for sharing that information, doctor. So another one thing in this market that you might be seeing by seeing a lot of people is about obesity. Okay,
Yeah.
so and weight loss thing. So there are a lot of treatments, a lot of diet programs, a lot of people talk about weight loss treatments and all. So is there something that cell health can offer that can be taken by any of the people over here in this market?
Actually, cell health clinic concept has been derived about 5 6 years back. I have done my seeing the patients since last 12 13 years, but cell health happened since last 6 years or so,
Mm-hmm.
only for weight loss.
Mm-hmm.
The purpose for which we started this is weight loss, and then additional secondary treatment we wanted to do is diabetes. Whatever I've explained to you regarding diabetes type 2 right just now, body is utilizing the fat from the tissues.
Mm-hmm.
That means when the entire body is full of glucose and liver has converted it into fat, automatically you become fat.
Mm-hmm.
As in the 90 days, the entire glucose is gone, entire fat has been utilized, entire glucose which has been stored has been utilized.
Mm-hmm.
Automatically you'll lose weight.
Mm-hmm.
This is one win-win situation. If you are coming for weight loss, the same thing you'll do, the same protocol. Diabetes reversal is a additional benefit to you.
Mm-hmm.
If you're coming for a diabetes, losing weight is an additional benefit to you.
Okay.
Ultimately, both are on the same shoe.
Mm-hmm.
So weight loss is very easy.
Mm-hmm.
I have at least 50,000 plus people who lost,
50,000. Wow.
yeah, in India,
Okay.
who has lost 50 to 100 kgs, 50
Okay.
kg. And I can guarantee you, on the camera, I'm telling you, you do this program, monthly 10 kgs minimum, without cutting the basal metabolic rate, BMR. Generally, in all other diets, whatever keto diets or different weight loss programs, your basal metabolic rate will be also coming down,
Mm-hmm.
which is ultimately very dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Your calorie intake should remain the same,
Mm-hmm.
but the food what you eat should be changing. It is
Mm-hmm.
something like we are shifting the metabolism from glucose to fat metabolism.
Mm-hmm.
So there are only two metabolisms given by God. That means it is for using only. Otherwise, why will he give two metabolisms? But we are always in glucose metabolism only. Now, in this situation, there is a problem in the glucose metabolism. You have to shift it to ketone metabolism temporarily. Again, instead of talking science, let us again talk in common man's language.
Okay.
Your master bedroom's toilet is under repair. So you allow it to get repaired. Till then, you use the common toilet outside.
Okay, that's very good relation.
Once that toilet is repaired, you come back and utilize that your master bedroom toilet only. But when it is getting repaired, if you want to use it, it will never get repaired.
Okay, got it.
Something like that.
Nice. That's so easy to understand for
Yes,
us.
yes.
Yeah, so that is a very interesting thing, doctor. Another challenge mostly people go for weight loss treatment is like they need to do a lot of exercises, a lot of they need to do a diet throughout, and another thing is like after completing the diet again they get into fat or they gain the weight. So how that can be avoided, like with this program that you have in this CellHealth clinic?
So a program is only for 100 days. First time
Okay.
you came with a problem here, you have to go through this program for 100 days.
Okay.
After that, we call it as a post diet. When coming out of that program, also just like that, next day morning, 101st day, you can't go to the KFC and have your junk. You have to come out of it slowly in about 21 days to 42 days. And the most important thing is you are not asked to fast. You will be allowed to eat and you will never lose your energy. How I will let you know. And you becoming fat again is impossible. Maybe you put on another 2-3 kgs. Because a post diet, we ask you to be in this program which you are used to by then, at least for 42 days every year. Because you buy a small bicycle also you give for servicing. This is a huge vehicle. Don't you think it also needs servicing once in a year?
So many parts in.
Yeah, the huge mechanism. Then out of 365 days, I'm asking you to be in this program for 42 days. And remaining days, you live your lifestyle the way you want to, but rationally.
Makes sense, yeah.
You will never lose energy because this is based on 8 essential elements. As I told you, there's only one disease and 2 causes, deficiency and toxicity. We have to detox the body. We do it with capric, caprylic and monolauric oil, which is derived from coconut, wood and coal pressed coconut, copra. So this you have to drink every day. First 10 days, maybe as per your body weight, we will prescribe you how much you should drink. It will detox your body, and after that, you will reduce the dosage. And then vitamins deficiency, enzyme deficiency, mineral deficiency has to be compensated. These are the 4 elements. And then most of the people, 90% of the people, even in Dubai being so hot, people still are lacking in vitamin D3 because they're not exposed to heat. Although there is heat outside, but they are not exposed to heat. So vitamin D3 deficiency is one major concern for the health. So we ensure D3 is also compensated, and body has to be in citric alkaline state.
Okay.
Because any malfunctioning cell cannot survive in that environment. So we'll tell you to take at least 3 to 4 lemon every day. If it is somebody are not acidic to lemon, then we will give them supplementation of C vitamin. And then for mineral deficiency also, we give them alkaline mineral drops, which you can add it in a liter water and drink. You'll get 64 minerals and trace minerals. Likewise, we ensure the anatomy of allopathy or naturopathy, say whatever they say, we ensure that happens, because basic fuel to any cell in the body is glucose. But healthy cells can survive even if you give them glucose or fat or protein or fiber, anything you give, they'll eat and they'll do their job designated to them, and when their time comes, they will go and new generation cells will come. But 90% of the malfunctioning cells, 90% fuel is glucose. So if you give glucose like a barking mad dog, it will grab away the whole glucose and eat away and become very strong. Immunity becomes very strong, and it will not allow the healthy cells to eat. It is reverse now. Healthy cells immunity will go down. Healthy infection cells immunity will go up. So in our cell health clinic protocol, which we call it as cellular metabolic diet, we ensure this 100 days we will not give any glucose to them in the food. We will give lots of fat, protein, and fiber. But inhibiting 100% glucose is not possible, because even in vegetables also you have glucose. So to a large extent, less than 10% of your food will be carbs. Because carbs get converted into glucose. Rest all 90% should be fat, protein, and fiber. So the infection cells doesn't get the fuel they require. And at the same time, body utilizes fat in the body to convert it into energy. So automatically, when your fat is being flushed out by the cells, by converting it into energy and finishing off, your weight loss, your diabetic loss, reversal, everything happens generally. Once you are out of your program, you lose 50 kgs, you may gain another 4 or 5 kgs once you come out of it. But 45 kgs, at least you are assured you have already stabilized loss. Then once in a year, as I told you, 42 days, because 21 days once metabolism changes in the body, do anything for 2 metabolic changes, ensure your weight will not come back, your diabetes will not come back.
Okay. So, doctor, when this treatment is taken, if any of the patient have got some ongoing issues and they are taking some other medicine, can they continue that medicine, or is it something that they have to follow this treatment without taking any other treatment?
Regarding diabetes, I told you very clearly, we should not give glucose from outside, we should not give insulin from outside. So from the day one you start this program, you have to throw away your diabetic medicines in the dustbin. And regarding other ailments, if you are having, like any lung infection or stress or joint pains, or we again tell you to continue with our supplementary support as long as there are no steroids in your allopathic pharmaceutical drugs, as long as there are no statins or steroids in your pharmaceutical drugs. Rationally, you can use them, but we prefer not required, because we have our own natural herbal food grade supplements which can take care of that problem. Not only arthritis, up to rheumatoid arthritis, autoimmune diseases also will get cured in this protocol, which doesn't have any cure in the world. Like your rheumatoid arthritis, for you to understand, you must have heard that name, type 1 diabetes, psoriasis. These are all autoimmune diseases which can never be cured according to allopathy. But here in Cell Health Clinic, even any kind of autoimmune disease, psoriatic arthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, muscular sclerosis, Crohn's, Sjogren's syndrome, type 1 diabetes, SLE, myositis, you name any kind of type autoimmune diseases, it can get cured here through proper diet and dietary supplements. So there's no point in using other pharmaceutical drugs which are only going to address the symptoms, not the root cause. So we recommend not to use, but still somebody is, obviously, entire 95% of the world depends upon allopathy. Suddenly we said not to do, don't use it. Many may not be convinced. So we say at least antihistamine drugs, which are steroids or chemicals or statin sort of drugs, compulsory don't use it. Other drugs, even if we say no also, he will go home and use it. So we will be a little silent on it. Because ultimately you are going home and doing this protocol. You are not sitting in my clinic, you are not my inpatient, you are only an outpatient. We will tell you what to do, what to eat, what not to eat. And then you have to go back home and you should do it there. If you can do it perfectly, you will get perfect result. After 1 month, you come and say, I have done perfectly, but there is no result. Means we have the test reports. We can understand through the diagnosis whether you have done correctly or not. And along with you, 10 more people have done. So how come those 10 people have got the result and how come you didn't get the result? You will correlate.
So if there is any questions or any clarifications needed in between, can the doctor or
Yeah,
people be consulted for any further clarifications?
yeah. Daytime during the working hours, our doctors will be available on call,
Mm-hmm.
and our nutritionists, based most of qualified nutritionists, will be there available for anybody on the call.
Mm-hmm.
In case of emergency, 24/7 we give one number,
Okay.
even in the emergencies, even in the night time also.
Mm-hmm.
But unless it's an emergency, please call only between 9 to 6 in the daytime.
Got it. Got it. Fine then. So thank you so much, Doctor. Thanks for explaining all this. So it was great to know a lot of things about what Cell Health does, and wish you all the best for being in Dubai. And I wish make other people also make use of this clinic and take the treatment and get benefited.
Thank you very
Thank you,
much.
Doctor. Thank
Thank
you.
you very much.
Thank you.